The New Brockton Gamecocks hosted the Headland Rams, and baby, was it all Headland on the first drive. As we get the teams coming out, is quarterback Easton Boutwell. He throws a lateral to Jackson Williams, who then finds, of course, Connor McKenzie. Long touchdown pass for the Rams. Extra point is good after a forced 3 and out. Headland gets the ball back. Easton finds Caleb again, who makes a nice catch. Right after that one, he's ready for the touchdown, baby. 14-0 Rams. On defense, cornerback Tyshawn Davis picks the ball off. He's going to take it. Hey, that's mine, buddy. He's gone down the sideline for the touchdown in this one. Big night for Headland. They get the win over New Brockton, 42-20.